Knicks family was popping. It's disappointing. So I don't really have the energy. Um, took a bad loss. Just took a bad loss to the Philadelphia 76ers, and it's really. I mean, the Knicks can blame themselves. You know what I mean? We had the game in the bag. All we had to do was close it out.
Yeah.
Hit free throws.
Hit free throws, miss defensive assignments. Fourth quarter or overtime, just bad plays, turnovers. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. What's your thoughts, Tony?
I think they thought it was in the bag too, and forgot to finish it out. Forgot to let the clock run out before they, started to let up
Yeah.
and feel good about themselves.
Yeah. I mean,
That's the way it looked.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel I'm depressed right now. What you thinking, Steph?
Yeah, the same thing. This same thing. They didn't close it out. Maxi just walking into a three. Now he took it from right over half court, but usually Deuce or whoever's guarding him would have picked him up already and then
Right.
guarded him down the court. So it's just like things like that. We still double teaming Embiid throughout the entire game when Maxi is the one killing us.
Maxi's the one killing.
Why are
right.
we still doubling Embiid?
And doubling
double
off of
Maxey.
Maxi?
And doubling off of Maxi. I mean, they set it up that way where Maxi is on that side. So basically, if you're going to not double with Maxi, you're going to have to bring somebody from the other side of the court. So just don't double.
Don't double. Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Make Embiid have to start scoring.
Correct.
Because he really wasn't scoring most of the night. Not prolifically,
Correct.
It was Maxi doing all the work.
Right.
And this is what I'll say. We're the better team by far, easily. Tonight they wanted it more. Joel Embiid dived on the floor for a loose ball at the end of the game.
Yeah.
He hasn't taken any risk. He hasn't played in the post. He did it at the end of the game tonight. Like everything that he wasn't doing, he did at the end of the game. You know what I mean? Like he put himself on the line. I give him credit for that. I think this was Tobias Harris's
best game.
Yeah. The Philly fans is going to be confused on how to feel about that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, man, they wanted it more at the end. We thought it was over. You know what I mean?
I even felt like they thought it was over until Maxi hit that three from the logo.
Yeah,
like he was the only one still. You know what I mean?
True.
And that's where that's a defensive assignment. I mean, you gotta. Was that out of a timeout?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it was out of.
I thought the N one was out of a timeout.
The three from the logo, I don't remember, but you gotta be able to stick to him, right? You gotta be able to stick to Maxi, even if you're Mitch, like get up a little tighter, right? Because they did a little screen and roll, so Mitch he's helping, but he's leaving a lot of space. They need a three, right? Force him to have to go to the basket and shoot it too. What was it? How many seconds was left? Not that many.
Not that. I don't even know why Mitch is in the game. At that point, go with that small lineup. Make sure everything is switchable.
Right. Yeah.
So you could switch everything.
We were up three. I mean, forced them to have to shoot inside. They let them shoot it from the logo. I mean, I'm thinking because when we got the ball back, when Brunson got the ball back, there was only some seconds left on the clock. Right. And he came down, didn't get the foul call. Yeah, I mean, so there wasn't that much time left on the clock at that point. Force him to have to go to the basket.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Be uptight. Why? I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
Mitch probably thinking, well, he's not going to shoot it from there, but
yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say that too. But yeah, man, I think next game we play 48 minutes, or if it's overtime, you know what I mean, 55 minutes. You know what I mean? Like we play the full game. We play until it's over. That's normally what we do. We didn't do that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, so many. Just even some little things. Brunson was on a fast break. I forgot when it was, and he kicked it back to Josh Hart.
Right.
And I'm like, just go up. Why are you kicking it back
Right,
to
that's-
Josh Hart? Just go up with it.
Yeah, Sam, I agree with you. I thought in overtime, Brunson came out, scored the first 5 points. And then after that,
Passive.
I mean, we had a little technical glitch over here. But when we got back to the game, it was like a different Brunson. Like he
Yeah.
wasn't that aggressive guy trying to get in the lane, trying to draw fouls, trying to put up his little floater. He was just either taking a three. Now he could have been tired, taking a three, or passing.
Right.
I didn't get it. I thought behind Batum, there was a lot of space. You
yeah.
could get past Batum and just put up the mid-range shot. So, and the big turnover.
It was almost almost like Adam Silver, hit him up and said, I need this I need this series extended. I need to make some more money.
Man,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I mean that turnover because he was trying to shoot a three over Batum. Why? Go to the basket.
Go to the basket. He might have been. I mean, he played 50-something minutes,
Right.
but you got to suck it up.
You got to suck it up and just go. You only got
Right.
however many minutes left in the game. Just suck
Right.
it up and go.
Right.
We step back. Try that step back three and man.
Yeah. And let's not forget the Josh Hart missed free throw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maxi's three, that wouldn't have even. We still would have had a 1 point.
Still would have had a 1 point lead. Right.
Yeah.
Got to make a free throw. And Brunson's missed free throw.
Man, but there you go.
Right.
Yep.
Because then he comes out and hits a three.
Right.
Yeah.
And that three tied the game. Tied the game. Right.
Yeah.
Right. He makes the free throw, and if he still comes out, because we was getting the ball back anyway, he still comes out and hits a three.
Right.
Now we get a lead.
Right. Exactly. You
Gotta
got
make
to
the free
be
throws.
in a closeout game. The little things.
Yeah.
Free throws, not turning the ball over, valuing the ball. Those are the little things in a closeout game, and we didn't get that tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. We sure didn't. And what's scary to me now is Philly in their mind is just all we need is one game. They don't care about game 7 at all right now. It's just all we need is one game. And then the playing field is level.
Right.
At home. And I'm pretty sure the atmosphere is going to be a little bit different than it was the last two games in Philly.
They're gonna try not to let Knicks fans.
Yeah, because number one, I think a lot of us, including like Knicks fans, thought the series was over. So they probably didn't pre-purchase their tickets for a game that they didn't think was going to happen.
Right.
And now, now the people, now they selling them now.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And they're going to be a little bit more strategic on how they sell them, who they sell them to.
Yep.
Right.
And with the criteria, with the criteria.
Yeah.
So
Right.
Yeah. I guess the thing is it's still hard because there's a lot of Knicks fans that live there.
That's true.
You know
That's
what I'm
true.
saying? So they might try to look at the numbers. Oh, no, that's 2-1-2.
That's-
Nah, we're not doing that one. But,
That's true.
but if they've, if it's a 2-6-7, I think that's Pennsylvania, whatever.
Yeah.
They might still be a Knicks fan. So they don't, it's still gonna be a lot of Knicks fans in the building, but they're definitely gonna try not to.
Right.
And not only that though, but I think the Philly fans are gonna make a
They're
conscious
gonna make an effort.
to, to drown us out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like let's cheer, let's root, let's
Yep.
let's make an impact like we have relatively been known for.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Oh man.
Yeah. I'm gonna let.
All right, Steph. It's a disappointing time right now, ladies and gentlemen. I know you all out there feel the exact same way that we feel. The thing is, I always thought it was going 6 games, but we up 6 with what 25 seconds left or something like that.
26 seconds left.
Or whatever it was. I'm like, we got it.
That's
we in the bag.
That's worse than the game they collapsed in.
Yeah. People start G-Mo and his man, they got the camera ready.
Yeah, yep.
Running down about to run down to the garden to catch the celebration on film.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, here comes G-Mo and his man walking back down the steps.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Everything changed.
I mean,
everything changed.
We talked about like even in here. You know what I mean? It would have been crazy had we won in a packed house.
Yeah, man. Yeah, right. It would have been crazy. Yeah, it's a tough one. I don't know. Jason Benjamin, thank you for the super chat. He said Josh Hart's free throws cost us the game, and then he got Precious in question marks. I mean, with Mitch out there, Precious not gonna do. Mitch is in the game. Precious ain't gonna be there. I mean, it's not because of Precious not playing. The Knicks just fumbled the ball. They fumbled it away down the stretch.
I can't put that on Tibbs. I can't put this loss on Tibbs. I'll put it on two people. Jalen Brunson was very indecisive with the basketball in the last few seconds of regulation, and then going into overtime, you saw the miscommunication between him and Isaiah Hartenstein, and that was the game. That was, and Josh Hart got to hit free throws, man. You gotta hit free throws. Because if he hits both, that's a 4-point game, and that leaves less amount of time for Philly to even, come up with a miracle. But, those little things, it's those little, things that, cost players ball games. First of all, shout out to Legends NYC. Shout out to them for hosting us, and this place was packed. This place was packed
upstairs and downstairs.
We had camera phones out. We was ready to turn up with about 20 something seconds left, and the whole mood flipped with the 4-point play, bad foul on Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, TNT and True TV changed the whole energy.
Yeah, what was that about? Because I thought this was on TNT the whole time.
It was on True TV, and then I guess they wanted to put the end of this game on TNT and put Milwaukee and Indiana on True TV. And so they switched the game off. The Knicks are up 102-97.
Right.
We switched the game off. The owners are running around trying to get the game back on. And by the time we get back, the game is 102-100, and Joel Embiid is at the line.
Yep.
Or something like that. And then from there, everything went downhill.
Bad karma.
Yeah, that's when Adam Silver sent his message. Tell you.
Oh man,
everything went downhill from there, man.
Yeah, I swear, I got
Milwaukee
video
up right now. He's like, yo, we gotta send these.
We need Milwaukee to do their thing. We need Milwaukee to get this win, so Indiana ain't resting while we still playing. You know what I mean?
Right.
But we got it. But we can't mess around. We got to get it on. I'm not trying to come back here for Game 7. We got to get it on.
We got to win it
Thursday, man.
We got to win
it. That's going to be difficult.
Like you said earlier, you called Knicks in 6. I called Knicks in 6 when their series first started. We got to win Game 6.
We got to get it.
We got to get it.
Come back to Philly. Come back to New York.
If Sixer fans don't want to sell tickets to us, cool. But we got to find a way to get a ball game out of there. Because coming back here, Game 7, look, MSG going to be rocking. If it's a Game 7, no doubt about it. But anything can happen. And that momentum, there's always momentum changing plays within games, but there's also momentum changing plays in series. This could, I hate to say it, and I don't want to put that mojo on the Knicks, but this could be one of those moments that could switch a series around.
Right.
When you don't close out and you don't pay attention to detail. That was a bad foul that Mitchell Robinson put on Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah.
Bad foul in that moment. Again, Josh Hart hit your free throws. And it wasn't just that. I mean, all game long, the Knicks were missing free throws and stuff. I don't know what the percentage was, but I've counted several missed free throws, and it just got really aggravating that to a certain point.
Yeah, the Knicks shot 66% from the free throw lines.
Yeah, that ain't going to cut it.
Not going to cut it. They only shot 27.8% from 3.
Yeah, that's trash.
Right, and Philly shot 38.5% from 3. Philly shot 46% from the field. If the Knicks shoot their average from the 3-point line, they win this game.
Yeah.
Hopefully they go to Philly and the Knicks got out-rebounded tonight, 46-40.
Mm-hmm. They wanted it more, son.
Yeah. So mentally, I got a question for y'all. So from a mental standpoint now, because they blew a game that they knew they had in the bag. Now you got to go on the road. Now you got to try to get one more. If you don't get it on the road, you come back and you got to try to get it at home. Like, what's the mental state of the Knicks right now, in your opinion?
If I'm Tibbs, I'm telling them prepare for this to be the toughest game of the series. Upcoming. You know what I mean? Don't expect to get no calls. Expect to have the road, you know what I mean, disadvantage. Expect the crowd to not be in your face. You know what I mean? Expect everything to be stacked against you, like you down. Because they're gonna give it their all, and that's what we got. You know what I mean? That's what you gotta do to even stay afloat.
I mean, they're gonna give. I mean, they're gonna. I wouldn't be surprised if we come out of that game with another injury. To be honest with you, right? Because they're gonna fight, scratch, and claw. They're at home in Philadelphia. They're not trying to get embarrassed at home. They don't want to lose at home, right? You know, I mean, you know, they're throwing it to the wolves. You know what I mean? They're trying to come get it, and it's gonna be a battle, and the Knicks got to be ready for it. But I'm gonna say this though: this is the type of series that, like, where you build a championship team. Right. You figure out how to get out of this series, whatever it is. You figure out how to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? And now you've been in the foxhole with your guys now. You know what I'm saying? So now, you know, and you build, you know, you're building that mental toughness. You know, you're building that trust with one another. Like, these are the type of series you want to be in. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how you build your team, and, and your team becomes a championship level team. Like, you don't just become a championship level team without going through some battles. You know, unless you put together a super team or something. You go 4-4-4, something like that, then you ain't going through nothing. Right. But you know, when you build the team the way the Knicks built this basketball team, you know, you gotta scrap through these type of battles. You know, in order to become, you know, to just have what it takes and know what it takes to win. You know, so you know, they just gotta figure out how to get through it, no matter what. When I was watching, Tyrone Lue said something the other night when the Clippers had a 31-point lead, right?
And they blew that, right?
And they blew the 31-point lead, right? And in the huddle, he said, "So what? They made a run. I don't care. Just find a way to win the game. Just win the basketball game. Who cares if we blew a 31-point lead right now? Just win the game." And that's what it has to be. Like, you know what? Okay, we blew a 3-1 lead. We had a chance to close it out. We didn't. Let's just win. That's it. None of that matters if we win. You know what I'm saying? And then we go and we just learn and we go on to the next one. And that's what they got to do. You know, just figure out how to go out and win.
This team has the mental makeup, I think, to pull this off. But on the Sixers side of things, you've kind of given them life now. You know what I mean? Now you're giving guys, and you know, I talked about it in the pregame, the bench guys. Nick Nurse has to find a way to get some of those guys going, and you saw some of that tonight. Campaign coming off the bench with a couple of knockdown threes. Tobias Harris with like 18 points in the game. I think that was his most in the series. That was pivotal. Like,
easy
to get that contribution off the bench. So who knows? It could be Kelly Oubre in Game 6. You know, going off for 20. You know, these are the kind of things. This is why closeout games are so important. This is why you gotta, you know, put an end in the series, because, you know, things like this happen. And now you've kind of let the cat out the bag. You've given the team life, and you've given a team belief that now they can win the series. Joel Embiid said a few games ago, "Hey, it's cool. We're going to win the series." So now there's more belief now with Philly. And that's the scary part about it. But I'm confident. I'm confident in this Knicks team that from a mental makeup standpoint, they can overcome this, whether it's Game 6 or Game 7. Like, if they lose Game 6, I'm confident that they could come back
and get
to the Garden and get Game 7. But I tell you what, this was retribution for Game 2. And the way Game 2 ended, Now, the way this game ended, game 5,
Yeah.
it's kind of like the roles have been reversed.
And you know, the scary thing for me, even down to the end, I felt like the Knicks had the game,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
But like I believe in storylines. I ain't gonna lie.
Sure.
And throughout every game this series,
Mm-hmm.
the Knicks would get down double digits,
Mm-hmm.
be down at halftime. Every game that they won,
Yeah.
be down double digits, down at halftime, win.
Right.
The game that they lost in Philly,
Mm-hmm.
they were up at halftime, lost.
Yep.
Right. And the whole time we were up, I was happy. But then in the third quarter, Philly made a run.
Mm-hmm.
When the Knicks bounced back and took the run, I was like, okay, maybe this is going to be different. When it was 26 seconds left, I was like, this is about to be different.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden,
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I'm just watching the story of the basketball game when we get to Philly on Thursday, you know, and if we go down by double digits and we're down at halftime,
Mm-hmm.
we probably gonna win the basketball game.
Yeah, I felt that way this whole series, and you know, I talked about it. The slow starts, another slow start for the Knicks again tonight.
Yep.
But somehow, some way, they're always clawing back and finding a way to get the lead in these games.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's every game this series that they come out slow and they find a way to take the lead at some point.
Yeah. You know, the one thing I will say, if the Knicks can get through this series, is we probably played a team that, you know, if this team right here, as they are, was fully healthy, would have been maybe top 4 in the Eastern Conference.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yep.
you know, I mean, we're playing a team that is, you know, could be legitimately a top 4 team.
Right. Kind of finding their way back.
Right. Kind of finding their way back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I would say the Knicks and Philly is probably the toughest. Like, that's like a 4-5 series. Like a 4-5 matchup.
Right.
I mean, you know, right now, Cleveland and Orlando is the 4-5 matchup, but, you know, it's like another 4-5 matchup because,
you
know, they're healthy. So we can make it through this series, which I think we will. I think we're still going to win the series.
Yeah.
But we make it through the series, you know, like we've knocked out one of the toughest teams, I think. You know, we've knocked out one of the toughest teams.
Yeah.
You know, and then, you know, now we have to either deal with Indiana or Milwaukee, depending on what happens. They're showing it. I don't even want to look at it. I don't even want to look up there.
But, you know, the league
I'm not trying to watch
this.
no highlights and nothing.
The league loves that this series now got extended.
Oh, yeah.
It's New York, it's Philly, it's 2 big markets, it's 2 legacy franchises. I mean, look, we've had 3 other series end already. And, you know, depending on how these other series go, this may be the one that's most likely to go 7 of all the series that's left. Maybe Orlando. I think Orlando and Cleveland is setting up for that because both teams have kind of held serve at home in that series. So maybe that series can go 7. But this one right here, the league would love this one to go 7 games.
Oh, my God. They would love this to go 7 games.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you have 2 markets that, you know, two big markets with invested fans.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
They would love for this to go.
Absolutely. The drama, the fan bases it's perfect for it. I mean,
for it.
It's bad for me. It's bad for us because, you know, raises our blood pressure.
Us.
Yeah.
Painful for us, man. Painful for us. You know, painful, but I still believe the Knicks are fine. You know, I see people in the chat talking about Phillies winning the series, this, that, and the third. I believe the Knicks are still winning the series.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, does it get scary? Of course it gets scary because all Philly has to do is win 1 game and then it's a level playing field. But, you know, I still feel like the Knicks are winning this series, and I think they're going to be better. You know, even though I wanted it to end tonight, you know, this is going to make them a stronger team, if not right now in these playoffs, then later on.
You
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, they've been in battles together, and when they get in round 2, you know, it's going to be more battles. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But with the way that this series is going, and them having to dig themselves out, every game they've been down double digits, and they got to dig themselves out, right? How tired are they going to be round 2?
I mean, yeah, not just that, but we losing people. You know what I mean? Bogey's out. That's one
Bogey's
less
Bogey's
man.
out for the season. Yeah,
That's one less man or one more man that got to step up. And you see, did he use Precious? Precious got minutes
tonight.
late.
No,
No.
No.
Yeah, so
No.
yeah, he didn't even
he didn't go to
use
Precious at all.
So I mean,
Which I'm not surprised about. Once we found out Mitch was
Mitch
gonna
was good. Yeah,
come in, I knew Precious wasn't gonna see the floor tonight, which I'm fine with. Like win or lose, I'm fine with that decision.
but it's still one less guy in the rotation.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
true.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. So between overtime and minutes, 50 minutes here, 50 minutes there, you know what I mean? Yeah, we the long season with guys having stretches of 40 something plus minutes,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? I get it, but I mean, this is a part of what Tibbs is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this is the part, I guess, the outside. Some people, if you're not built for it, you don't want to do that.
You don't want to do it. Right. Right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, listen, the minutes are going to be the minutes. You know, every coach is going to play the players that they trust the most. Right. But I mean, with such a grinded out series, you know what I mean? And, you know, we're losing players, keep losing players. I don't know if Tibbs is going to feel comfortable enough, you know, to let Alec Burks play or something like that. He might need to, because you can't just go 7 players for the rest of the playoffs.
Nah,
Come on.
you
You
can't.
know what I'm saying? You're not going to be able to go 7 for the rest of the playoffs.
Yeah,
You got to get somebody else in there.
Yeah, especially like, you know, Randall, Bogey, these are the season ending. So it's not like you just trying to hold it down for a certain amount of like you gotta figure that out.
Burks at some point has to come in and play minutes at some point in this postseason, whether it's next round, conference finals, at some point. You know, this is why, you know, there's certain coaches that are considered, you know, the greats, because they know how to make those adjustments, meaning they know how to reach down to the end of the bench and say, hey, I like a perfect matchup. Let me bring this guy in, see what he does, things like that.
But to me, it's honestly, for me, at this point, I think it's got to be more than Burks. It's got to be Burks and Precious.
Yep,
because
I agree.
You know what I mean? It's only as you lose pieces, you're losing versatility as well. So now you can't just have this guy fill in. You know what I mean? Now you do what you preach. The collective. You know what I mean? You got offense with defensive liability. You got defense with offensive liability. You're gonna have to figure out how to use both of them.
How to use it? Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I'll say this. I mean, Burks, he hasn't been good this season for the Knicks, right?
Yeah.
But
he's not a horrible defender.
Hmm?
You was gonna say he's not a bad defender?
No, he's not a bad defender, but you know, he's had moments where he's been able to step up.
That's
and play well. You know what I mean? And even if you're just using them to spell some guys for a couple minutes, it can help. You know what I mean? And then, you know, maybe he has a game here or there where he's hot. You know what I mean? But I mean, and he's the likely one next. I mean, obviously you can use Precious too.
But my thing is, just don't use them together. You know what I mean? Like if you the Burke minutes, you can't do Burks and Precious. You know what I mean? But so you got to figure out a way how to plug Burks in for this guy. All right, Burks come out, plug Precious in for this guy. You know what I mean? A prime example tonight, Shutter was talking about when Embiid got off the floor and we left Mitch in the game. You know what I mean? That was a prime example. He could have put Precious in. Let Mitch reserve some energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then go back to him later.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know, the crazy thing is, if we win the game, we're not even pointing to these mistakes.
That's true. I mean, this was real
this
time
game
though.
out. We're not even pointing to these mistakes.
Of course not.
You know what I'm saying? We're talking about how they battled it out. They did this. We're looking at, we're looking at the game totally different, right? Oh, they only shot 27% from 3 and they still won.
I'd probably be down the block celebrating with other Knicks fans.
You know what I'm saying?
Closest
We
to the
might not even be
Garden.
doing this show right
I ain't
now.
even gonna be thinking. Yeah, I ain't even be thinking straight right now.
You know, like the Knicks got out rebounded, we still won. Only 66%, we still won. How much better are we than?
But,
Da-da-da-da-da.
but I think no matter what, these conversations would have came up
They probably
because we
maybe not tonight.
Yeah,
but,
if we advance,
you know,
and now we're looking at, you know what I mean, the potential next matchup, we're gonna say, oh, we're gonna need more than 7 people.
oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
oh yeah,
moving,
Facts.
so
Facts.
moving forward, I think the conversation was still gonna be had. You know what I mean? We just would have been celebrating now.
right.
But so we wouldn't have been talking about it today. But come tomorrow, the next day, you know what I mean? Now we strategizing like,
Right.
all right.
Yeah, man.
I'm looking for a Dante DiVincenzo.
Oh, so the Knicks
Yeah,
didn't
it's
get
his
down.
turn.
I'm sorry, the Knicks
No, go
didn't
ahead.
get down double digits this game. They were down 9 at one point,
Mhm.
just 9. First game they haven't been down double digits.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a plus. But that rebounding part where we lost the battle tonight, that's uncharacteristic based on what's been happening in the series. So
And as a matter of fact, when they lost in game 3, they lost the rebounding battle,
but not by much.
not by much.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
Because when it's the other way, we're dominating that.
Right.
When we're leading
Right.
by a lot.
and when you're shooting 27%, 28% from the 3-point line, you got to get those rebounds.
Right.
The part
You
that
need those
sucks
rebounds.
is even though we be leading by a lot in the rebounding category in the wins, we haven't blown them out. You know what I mean?
We haven't blown.
We
them out.
haven't. You know what I mean? We haven't smacked them around.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, regular season we have, but I remember. But you know what I mean? In the playoffs, so that's what I'm looking to hopefully see.
Yeah.
We need to take them out early, man. Stop going down big early.
Yeah.
From the start.
And there are points throughout the game where, like, sometimes we're not understanding the point of the game.
That we're in.
Like, there was a point where we were on a run. Maybe it was in the second quarter. We were up 10, right?
Mhm.
And Josh Hart, I think, we try to get these fast break plays and throw the ball out of bounds, and we didn't need it. We're up 10. We could have just, we didn't really have anything there. Let's slow it up. Let's get a good shot. We're up 10. Let's make it 12.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, some of those things we've got to understand. You know what I mean? Just because we get the ball and it feels like we're running doesn't mean we have to run.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we do that sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Josh Hart.
We've got to like understand. Yeah, Josh Hart a lot. We got to understand some of those things. Like, okay, you know what? Oh, let me try to break. Oh, it's not there. I'm not gonna throw it up to him right now. Let's just pull it back. Let's get a good shot. We're up 10. We can, we can put it up 12 instead of forcing something. I think he threw the ball all the way to the corner.
Yeah.
Like, well,
being aggressive when
going?
you shouldn't be, and not being aggressive when you should be.
yeah. Some of those things, you got to be able to just make some smart decisions during those times.
I think we need to have a conversation about Dante DiVincenzo, because other than the game 2
He's coming.
game winner,
It's coming.
he just has been non-existent in this series up to this point.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought tonight might have been a night when Dante could come off. He had 9 points tonight. Maybe game 6. You know what I'm saying? Maybe game 6.
I hope so.
Listen, Tobias Harris was terrible throughout the entire series. He came through
And he came through tonight. Yep.
You know what I mean? So we, hopefully Dante will be able to come through. Tyrese Maxey, 46 points tonight.
Quiet 46.
46 points tonight.
It didn't feel like 46.
But
I mean, it felt like big shots, but it didn't feel like
he
46.
just kept, getting in lane. I mean,
Yeah, he was
the dude is
aggressive.
cold, man.
Yeah.
Cold-blooded.
Yeah.
Smiling and everything. That makes you
Skipping,
more bad.
you know what I mean? Skipping around like
and
quickly.
smiling.
Looking like quickly on steroids.
You know what I mean? Tobias Harris, though, 19 points, 8 rebounds tonight.
Yeah,
He's kind of production they're looking for
daily.
from him,
Daily.
Yep. He gave him something. Yep.
He'll disappear next game.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope so.
that's possible. But then Oubre might get you 20. or something. Or Batum
Right.
might get you 20 or something
Yeah.
crazy like that.
I ain't worried, man. I ain't worried. We laid the egg. We gave it away down the stretch. That won't happen again.
Yeah. We got, you know, and we was just talking about in the pregame, you know, that we've been the team coming through in the stretch.
Mhm.
We've been the team with the mental toughness.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, we lost some
Yeah,
of
they
that.
did. They
We
did
lost-
exactly what we've been doing to them tonight.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. All right. Well, on to game 6. We're gonna try to knock this one out the park. You know, we got to get this one done.
Early.
You know what I'm saying? Get it done.
Get it
You know,
early. I hope by
yeah.
the time I get out of work and I check the score, we up 20.
What time is the game? What time is the game?
I don't think they announced it
7:30,
yet.
right?
They announced it?
They didn't. I don't think they announced it yet. But that game, well, if this Milwaukee Indy game ends up going to game 6, then the Knicks game could be a 7 o'clock game.
Because it could be before then, right?
Right.
So it's
Yeah.
definitely Thursday, but no, they haven't announced it. And then game 7, if necessary, will be
Oh,
Saturday.
so it'll probably be 7 if Milwaukee wins, and it'll probably be like 8 if
Mhm.
Milwaukee loses.
Okay.
We gotta. If it's game 7, we gotta come back here. Gotta find a
We
way.
got to.
We gotta find a way to come back
Yeah.
here.
So you mean the group?
I mean, you
the
know,
group to come
watch
back
party.
here.
Yeah,
in this
no,
spot.
I-
yeah.
Another
no,
watch
no.
party.
Watch
no,
party.
I feel you. I feel
But
you.
you
Another
know,
watch party. Yeah.
I thought you were saying like the Knicks got to find a way to. I'm like, nah, chill. Let's close them
you know what
out.
I'm saying?
Get them out.
Oh well, I would love to
Yeah,
close them out
yeah.
at
We need to
6.
close them out.
But if it get the worst case, game 7, I talk to the wife. Hey, let's take the Amtrak up to New York. Let's get
Make it
another watch
happen.
party in. Let's make it happen.
Make it happen.
Yeah.
Make it happen. G Child 124 said you guys are more positive than the other channels. I think because they are new Knicks fans, experienced Knicks fans know they win the hard way. You ain't lying, boy.
Yeah.
Knicks do it's been like that ever since I've been a Knicks fan. They
Right.
do it the hard way. They
Right.
never do it the easy way.
Nope.
That's right.
I've
It's
never
never easy.
never seen a Knicks team do it the easy way.
It's never easy. I mean, think
You know what I'm
about
saying?
franchises that have won their first championship or have had like a 40-year, 50-year drought and they're in a championship situation. There's always like a moment or a stretch where you got to get through something tough to finally break through.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of examples of that over the last, 10, 15 years. So this is nothing new, but like you said, since we've been Knicks fans, this is the way that they win games, Got
Yeah.
people on a pacemaker.
Yeah. Right. Diego said last year we beat Cleveland the easy way. I mean, we did beat them 4-1 last year, but
Yeah.
I mean, listen, there's been times, but for the most part, the Knicks gonna do it the hard way.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? The Knicks gonna do it the hard way for the most
And
part.
I would say 4-1 was the hard way for Cleveland because it should have been a sweep.
Mm,
Probably.
Probably. Yeah.
Probably. You know what I mean? Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna head up out of here. I take a long ride home, or I got a 2-hour ride home tonight. I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe just calling up my guy and say, hey, we want to do it again Thursday. I gotta see.
Mm.
Because then on Thursday, I'm probably finishing the 4-hour ride back to Maryland. So I gotta see.
I don't know how you do it, Sim.
I don't know.
I don't know how you do it, bro.
Unfortunately, I got daddy duty, so
I feel you.
I won't be
feel
able to
Yeah.
extend
You know what I'm
my
saying?
trip.
Yeah. Soccer practices for me on Thursday with the
Yeah.
kids. So it'll be right at home in front of the tube.
Yeah, I feel you. See, the thing is, I don't want to be riding home watching the game.
That's true too.
No,
I want to
absolutely.
sit down,
Absolutely.
either be here or sitting down
So
chilling.
maybe
watching the game.
you just put it on record. I'll do the pregame, but no postgame until you get home.
maybe
I mean,
maybe something like
watch
that.
it and get
Watch it.
get right on the road.
Yeah, Kevin said, "Is there a losers lounge tonight?" Man, we're in the losers lounge right now.
Right.
What you talking about?
Right. Man, if there was a way, Sim, if there's a way you could turn this camera and see the
See?
atmosphere
The atmosphere in here.
You can hear a pin drop, bro.
Right.
We talking to ghosts, man.
We talking to ghosts. There's nobody in here. We just in here doing a show. Everybody.
It went
listen.
from rowdy to just empty.
Went from rowdy to with 8 seconds left in
Look,
overtime.
look,
everybody
it's two people in here cleaning.
cleaning.
That's it.
You know what I'm
Back it
saying?
up.
That's it.
Ain't nobody want to hear us talk about this.
That's
They're
it,
like,
man.
nah. They start rolling out. Eight seconds left.
8 seconds left.
8
Yep.
seconds left. Whatever happened, I don't know. We missed the shot, turned the ball over, whatever.
Yeah.
And they just everybody just started piling out, walking up the stairs.
It was like 60
Gone.
plus people in here.
It's like 100 and something.
100 something. I mean, just down here though.
Yeah, just down here it's like 100 and something. Upstairs it was like another.
Felt like another 70 was upstairs.
Yeah, something like
It was
that.
packed in here tonight.
Shit.
All together is probably upstairs and downstairs.
300.
It's probably three.
Yeah. This is
250 to 300 upstairs and downstairs.
yeah. This is my
Yeah.
second time being here. This is the most I've seen it packed.
Yeah, it was definitely.
They had
packed.
a great turnout tonight.
Yeah, downstairs was us. Upstairs was just their general
Patrons.
public.
Gotcha.
Their general patrons. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it was heavy here tonight. Now the cleaning staff is ready to do their
Yeah.
thing, so we're gonna get up out of here, ladies and gentlemen.
The money stopped for them. They like we.
Word. Like,
All right,
all right,
guys.
it's time for us to go home, man.
Unless you
Y'all
buy
go
us,
upstairs
unless
and
you
watch
buy us some more drinks.
You know what I mean?
There you go.
So Milwaukee's up 14 right now. Let's hope they keep this thing going. But, ladies and gentlemen, we're up out of here. We appreciate your time, and yeah, catch you later. We're up out of here.
Your
Peace.
blackest time.
Peace.